If you sell product bundles across more than one channel, there's a very good chance you have already oversold a bundle and didn't catch it until a customer complained. The reason isn't carelessness. It's a structural flaw in the way most sellers track bundle inventory. Today we're breaking down exactly what a bundle SKU is, how inventory should decrement when one sells, and why your current system is probably getting this wrong. A bundle SKU is a single sellable product code that represents 2 or more component SKUs sold together as one unit. Think of a skincare gift set, cleanser, toner, and moisturizer sold as one listing. The bundle itself holds no independent stock. Its availability is always calculated from what's physically on hand for each individual component. A Kit SKU works the same way in principle, but it usually implies physical assembly before shipment. Someone in the warehouse actually picks the components, places them in a box, and that assembled kit ships as a single unit. The terms overlap, but the distinction matters when you're planning your fulfillment workflow. Here's where most sellers make a critical mistake. The number of bundles you can sell is not equal to a separate bundle stock number you type in manually. It's calculated. You divide each component's on-hand quantity by the number of units that component contributes to the bundle. Then take the lowest result. So if your bundle needs 2 units of component A and 1 unit of component B, and you have 40 of A and 15 of B, you can only sell 15 bundles. Component B is your bottleneck. The moment B hits 0, the bundle is out of stock, even if you have 100 units of A sitting in your warehouse. Native Shopify treats a bundle as its own product, with its own stock number. When a bundle sells on Shopify, it decrements that bundle's own inventory, not the components. When you sell one of the same components as a standalone product, Shopify does not update the bundle's availability. Those 2 product records have no connection to each other. This creates 3 failure modes. First, selling a component as a standalone doesn't reduce bundle availability, so you oversell the bundle. Second, once you add Amazon or Walmart into the mix, each channel has its own stock record, and they all fall further out of sync. Third, if you have multiple warehouses, routing a bundle order to the right location that has all components becomes nearly impossible without a dedicated system. Now, before you fix the software side, you need to decide on your kitting strategy. Make to stock means you assemble kits in advance and hold finished units in a bin, just like any standard SKU. This is fast at ship time, but locks up component inventory and completed assemblies. Make to order means you hold components separately and assemble only when an order arrives. This keeps your component inventory flexible. A component that appears in 3 different bundles can serve all 3. The trade-off is additional handling time per order. For most multi-SKU sellers, make to order gives far more inventory flexibility, especially when components overlap across products. The right fix is a system that maintains one source of truth for each component SKU. Every channel, every bundle, and every standalone listing that uses that component draws from the same pool. When a bundle sells on any channel, the system decrements each component by its required quantity immediately. An order management system built for multi-channel operations handles this natively. It calculates available bundle quantity in real time, pushes accurate availability back to each channel, and routes bundle orders to the warehouse location that can fulfill all components in a single shipment. You stop overselling, and your team stops manually reconciling spreadsheets after every sales day. Bundle and Kit SKUs are not complicated, but they do require a system that treats component inventory as the single source of truth, not a separate number you manage per channel. If your current setup doesn't do that automatically, you're leaving yourself exposed to oversells, manual errors, and customer frustration. Visit Omniorders.com to learn more.